All right. I think that so much of life and so much of basketball is developing the skills of how to respond, and especially to disappointing circumstances. And what I told them in the locker room is I just so proud of the work they did to get themselves emotionally ready to give to each other and to play with and for each other. And this is a very proud group, and we were really disappointed on Thursday night, and just really, it took a lot of work for even their head coach to be able to respond in an appropriate fashion, but really, really proud of their response. Really happy for our seniors. I thought to start the game, Gina had her aggression and her joy back. And, this is a kid who loves the game and was struggling with that. And I saw her eyes light up again. And that was really fun to see. And, Cam has been such an amazing leader for us in so many ways. And she's just been a rock. She's really a coach on the floor for us. And she just does such a great job, and to see her joy and see her fun, and she was hunting that last 3-point shot she wanted to, I'm telling you. But really proud of her. And then I thought Charisma just had an elite day. Absolutely called her number. She did it in different ways. She did it on the Postgame. She did it with the 3-ball. She did it with her mid-range. She did it with a hunter's mentality. And then she did it on the defensive end. And so couldn't be more proud of our seniors. And I couldn't be more proud of the response and the emotional work that's been done over the last 48 hours.
And we're open for questions.
Kind of an overall question. Would you say this is the best all-around showing from your team as of late on both ends?
No, actually, but I thought it was great energy.
Okay.
I don't mean to. I'm proud of a lot of things. I thought our guard play offensively was much improved today. I thought Kiki had a great hunter's mentality. She was aggressive. She finished in transition. She shot the 3-ball without hesitation. She knew what her shots were. So I was really pleased with our guard play offensively. I thought we made huge step forward with that. But I'm just trying to answer you candidly. Our rebounding was the worst it's been in the last probably 6 games. We didn't get our passion play number. We had a huge number in the first quarter, and then we ended up with 68, and we need 75. And so, I think there's room to improve there. But like I said, we just tried to really simplify everything and just talk about urgency and energy. And I was really proud of that.
Awesome. What can you say about your team's composure in the fourth quarter and down the stretch, being able to close out this game?
Yeah, I thought that, they made a run. We made a couple of mistakes, and their response in that, when I called, they called a timeout when we went up 9 or 11, I can't remember, maybe 9. And then when they made a run, I thought they got back to neutral really quickly, and I think they knew exactly what they needed to do. Coach Tony told us exactly what they were probably going to go into, and he was absolutely right. I think we stopped their rhythm at that point. But I thought we got defensive rebounds and stops. Really what it comes down to, when we lost those 3 games all by 1 possession, it came down to 2 really important factors. Defensive rebounding in the last 3 minutes. We were forcing 1 hard shot, but we were giving them a second chance. And then taking care of the ball. No live ball turnovers. And we did those 2 things again, and that allows you to close out games. Even if it's not perfect, if you will control possessions, you got a good chance to keep your lead.
Okay, awesome.
So ladies, this is a big step forward, obviously, and now there's another step next weekend with the Pac-12 tournament. How do you guys continue to boost your, as Coach said, emotional response, and even other things? Like, what other things would you feel like you need to dial in on as you head down to Las Vegas?
I think, like Coach Cori said, just our rebounding. Like, I think the team knows that, like, when we play really good defense and we rebound, like, we're just such a great team. And, like, obviously we're not going to make every shot. So, like, if we're not making our shots, like, how can we still impact the game? And I think that's through defense and rebounding. So just focusing on that, and then just playing together and having confidence in each other.
to the grind of just trading baskets and scoring on, both teams on almost every possession at certain stretches?
Yeah, I think that fight and the grind that that game was for most of it. I think that's really what it's going to be like going forward in the Pac-12 tournament, NCAA tournament. So we really have to kind of get used to those tight competitive games, not taking possessions off, and obviously that's still a work in progress. But I think you can see every single game we're getting better. We're starting to put things together, and I think our ability to continue to do that will really serve us good down the stretch in postseason play.
In regards to the freshmen, it being their first Pac-12 tournament, for Coach, how do you prepare them for that? And then for Kiki, how do you prepare yourself for your first Pac-12 tournament?
Well, I think that's the great thing about playing in the Pac-12 is that, I think that it prepares you so well. I mean, this is the deepest conference in the country. And I'm not just saying that. Every coach at this time of year is bragging on their conference, but the numbers don't lie. It was the highest win percentage of Pac-12 history in the non-conference, and then we just beat each other up. And you look at, just how you look at the shots, and, really does come down to rebounding. So it really is we're not going to see anything new. It's going to be about the tougher, more together team through all the ups and downs that an intensity of that tournament brings. And what I love about it is it's like a dress rehearsal for the NCAAs. They're going to get their chance to be like, oh, this is what it feels like to be in a one-and-done atmosphere and to have everything on the line and to feel the pressure that is a privilege that comes in postseason play. And so I don't think, they've stepped up to every challenge we've given them all year long. I had to give the minutes of our freshmen playing in games versus every other top 20 team to the talent, and it's night and day. There's no one even close. Indiana might be the closest, but even that, they have one player to play in the way our freshmen are. And so I just think they've gotten so much experience all year long. They don't have to do anything new. They need to trust in what they've earned. How do you prepare yourself?
Yeah.
It's like, oh, wow, we're going to Vegas.
Yeah, no, I would say the same. I think, all of us freshmen, we've been preparing throughout the entire season. I don't think, obviously these games are going to be a bigger stage, one and done. A lot's on the line, but I think we've all put in the work this entire season to trust our body work and trust the preparation that we put in. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity, and it's going to be definitely a lot of new experiences, but we have obviously a great leadership group that's going to guide us through that.
And I want to compliment our freshman maturity. They just have been we call it next play speed. Their ability to respond to all the things coming at them in the longest season they've ever experienced in their lives has been remarkable. And what we've put on them has been tough, and they really have grown every single week. And I think that's where we struggled with Thursday night so much, is I think even when in a loss, I could see growth in every game over the last several weeks. And that game, we all knew that wasn't our growth game, and to get us back that way. But I'll tell you, our freshmen have responded so fast and so well that they've built a lot of trust with the coaching staff as well as with their teammates.
Carissa, I know you obviously have a lot to look forward to this next month, but just to have this moment today, your coach said you had an elite day, what does that mean to you to have that on senior day?
Sorry. My lips are a little dry. I need some Vaseline. It means a lot. Honestly, I just had so much fun playing today, with my teammates, and we talked about it yesterday, just playing free and just having confidence in ourselves and in each other, and I think that's what made it so much fun, and everyone just reminding each other of what we can do and stuff like that. But it's just been so fun here, and playing with the other seniors, Gina, Cam, and Bryn, they're amazing too, and they've made my experience amazing, and everyone who's really just been a part of it has just been so much. It's just been so much fun for me, and I'm just super grateful to be here at UCLA.
And then Kiki, how do you feel you've been able to navigate sort of just, like she said, the longest season of your life so far? How have you been able to deal with those ups and downs?
Yeah, it's been a long, and it hasn't been an easy season, but I think I've grown the most I have in a year playing basketball my entire career. And I think I just love playing on this team for this stage. And I think today was so special because we were able to celebrate such a great group of seniors. And I think all of us last night, the non-seniors, we got together, we decorated the locker room, a bunch of balloons, like animal balloons, like dinosaur balloons. It was funny. We all, like, it was just a great experience. And I think, like, having such a great group around me is really what's been able to, like, get me through this whole season. And I've been able to grow so much. I'm really thankful for my coaches and my teammates.
Is it dinosaur balloons?
Yeah, dinosaur balloons, like animal balloons. It was fun. We just decorated the locker room. We were able to see a bunch of, like, the reaction when they came in, and it was great. Put a bunch of pictures on everyone's lockers. So.
It's gonna be on IG.
I'm sure it will
Yeah,
be.
it probably will be. You guys can check it out.
Sure.
They got good content. So
Yeah.
probably will be.
Thanks to our amazing Karen and Aaron back there. They capture it all. I did want to say something about Bryn. Bryn didn't play for 3 years because of injuries. 3 years. And then to fight her way back. And she got an extra workout in here this morning at 7 a.m. along with Angela. And pouring down rain, coming in to get an extra workout in. I can't believe how she has persevered. And I just want to really give her huge props. It was so great to have her parents here today. But, that takes a lot. Most people would have given up with the amount of injuries that she's had and what she's had to battle through. And most people would have thrown in the towel. And Bryn chose to fight. Bryn chose to give. Bryn chose to grow. And we are the beneficiaries from that. But it was really fun to see her do what she did today.
One for Charisma and then one for Kiki. For Charisma, what have you seen from the growth of the rookies and the freshmen, and what has your role been in mentoring them? And then for Kiki, what has Charisma's mentorship meant to you?
Yeah, I've seen so much growth from the beginning to now, and just how they play, and like Coach Cori said earlier, their maturity and how they play, and just like the way that they're so receptive to all of the things that the leaders are trying to tell them. And like, it is really hard being a freshman and playing so much, and there's so much pressure, but I think they've just done such a great job of handling it. And all of them do different things, like watching film with Coach Cori and another coach and doing workouts after practice. And like, that's not easy coming from high school, and then the change of pace and like having to adapt to that. But they've just been doing so much, so amazing in that. And they've just been really great teammates and giving to the team while still trying to figure out like their role and playing with this team. And it's just been super cool to see how much that they've grown from this the beginning of the season to now.
And I'd say, I think, like, Charisma and the entire leadership group on this team and all the seniors have really mentored us freshmen. I think, like, coming in, it was tough. We were learning a lot, and a lot was getting thrown at us. But the fact that we had, like, so many consistent, like, leaders, and Charisma especially, who we could, like, just look at her for an example of how to do everything. And I think, like, not every team has that. So to have such a strong leadership group and a consistent player like Charisma is something that is really, like, brought all of us freshmen a long ways this season.
And just lastly, I want to do two things. One is I want to compliment Tina Langley, the head coach at Washington. I think she has done a spectacular job with her team. And she has been a tremendous friend to me. She is someone I really trust. And she is in this business for the right reasons, to really impact young women through sport, and she's a dang good coach. And so if it wasn't for my other best friend in the conference, Lynn Roberts, I would have, but Tina Langley was right behind her, Lynn Roberts for me in terms of Coach of the Year. Just how she's brought her young group along, and just a tremendous job by Washington. And so I also just want to thank the fans, and our administration and our marketing staff. I thought we were going to have an empty gym today, to be honest with you, with the rain and all the advisories, and I just didn't know if people could get here. I mean, when I came at 6:45, I mean, it was just water going everywhere, and I just didn't know. And I just really want to say thank you to the fans for showing up today, and I really want to say thank you to the marketing staff that worked so hard, I think, in the band, the cheerleaders, that have really been the den, that have really gotten behind us all year long. And if we can really make a great run in this Pac-12 tournament, we might just earn our way back to 2 more games here in Pauley Pavilion. But I just really didn't want to lose an opportunity to really thank those people and that made this happen, and thank the people for showing up for our special seniors.
Can I say one thing too? I just want to re-emphasize what Coach Cori said about all of those people, but I just want to say thank you guys for covering our team this season and just covering me throughout the years. Like, it's been super cool to get to know you guys a little bit and for you guys to really just share our story. So just know that like our whole team is really appreciative of all of that.
And Sue, great article.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, it was really good. And I didn't even know you interviewed like Nick and Japri or like Lauren or whoever it was. And that was really cool.
Super thorough and yeah, so.
Yeah, thank
You
you.
got a nice stable of people.
I do. I really do.
Yeah. Well, thank you all. She's right. We need to, we're trying to not only grow UCLA women's basketball, but grow girls and women's basketball in Southern California. And we want partners in that. And you guys have been our partners. So thank you for that. And let's do some more.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.